Okay children, moving further with exercise 5.5 of your textbook on page number 100. The question number 1 is, which of the following are models for perpendicular lines which form the perpendicular line? Means perpendicular line means it should be like this, right? Okay. Now when two lines intersect and they form a right angle, this is called a perpendicular line. So there are four options, out of which two are the examples for perpendicular lines. They are letter A, adjacent edges of a table top. You can see the table, you know the table, you have two adjacent sides like this where the board is having, right? This is a perpendicular line example. So letter A is an answer, the adjacent edges of a tabletop, and option C, the line segments forming the letter L. In L you can clearly see where two lines intersect each other and they form a right angle. So answer is option A and option C. Moving on to question number 2. Let PQ be the perpendicular line segment PQ perpendicular to the line segment XY. Let line segment PQ and XY intersect in the point A. PQ and XY line segments intersect at point A. What is the measure of angle PAY? Definitely, if they are perpendicular to each other, the angle formed will be 90 degree or right angle. So measure angle PAY is equal to 90 degree. Coming on to the third, see there are two set squares in your box. They are some of this type or this shape. There are two set squares. They are called set squares. Okay. Now what is the measure of the angles of the corners formed in the set square? These are the corners. You can see are the corners for set squares. Do they have any angle measure in that is common? Yes. The common is 90 degree. You can see. This is a first type of set square where you can see there are two angles of 45 degrees, 45, 45 and one is 90 degree. And another set square is having 30 degree and 60 degree, but 90 is common in both the set squares, right? Okay. Moving on to question number 4. Study the diagram line L. You can see this is line L and this is line M perpendicular to each other. This is line L and this is line M perpendicular to each other. You can see alphabets till H and the numbers from 0 till 8. Now they had asked 4 questions. Is CE is equal to EG. So check it out, CE. C and E, in between we have alphabet T. In the similar way, E and G we have alphabet F. So both the side equal spacing is there. Between C and E we have D and between E and G we have F. So yes, CE is equal to EG. Coming on to B, does PE bisect CG? Quite obvious. See, this is PE, right? You can see this is line PE and this is line CG. This being a part of line, it is also following a line. So PE bisector, that is divides a line into two equal parts. Yes. So PE bisect CG. That is the answer is yes. Third, that is option C. PE perpendicular bisector. You have to write two line segments in such a way that this PE is a bisector of any of the two line segments. So I have written here BH. You can see line BH, line segment BH and line segment DF. Right? Any of the two line segments you have to write which is perpendicular to PE. Okay, now coming on to option B, are these A, that is 1, 2 and 3 in Roman numerals true? AC is greater than FG. You can see AC, in between we have B and here FG, but we are not having any of the alphabet in between F and G, but we do have an alphabet between A and C, that is B. So definitely AC is bigger than FG. Then CD is equal to GH. C and D, no alphabet in between, and G and H, no alphabet in between, so both are same. 3, 4, 7, 8, so both are same, yes. And the third and the last for this exercise, BC is smaller than EH. This is BC where we are having no alphabet in between, and E and H we have two alphabets in between. So definitely BC is smaller than EH. So this is also true. So for this option D, all the three Roman numerals are true. Hopefully this is clear to you, and you have to copy the whole exercise with a very neat handwritings and a diagram in your classwork notebook. Thank you.